Hey guys, it's your boy Fan back at another video, and today we're gonna be discussing about another job spot video, but this one's gonna be less passive. It's gonna be kind of passive, kind of aggressive, and it's gonna be more central because I noticed in the last video you would have to take a long rotate, especially if zone pulled agency. It would take forever, and sometimes you won't even get zone, and it's just a big risk. It's more like an 80-20 risk. You being not having zone is 80 and you having zone is 20. So I decided to make it more central place, and I've been landing here for a couple games. I switched up my drop spot and it's been going great. Gained like 400 points. Yeah, let's get into it. So just gonna share my screen. Okay, so this is the job spot I was talking about. It's near agency right here. See, agencies right there. And first things first, you see all this slapper spawns, so just want to point that out. And you're almost guaranteed like 95% of the time to get zone. Sometimes you will get zone actually, but it's like barely on the edge. Sometimes you're like zone's right here, and you just have to walk a little bit. So how you loot this is the chest right here up top, right there, and you glide in. You land on this chest. Sometimes a person will land at this chest. I've never been contested here. I don't know why. This has high ground, and they don't even have an angle on you, so it's like a perfect chest. You land on this, and sometimes there's a folded spawner here. Couple games I got a shotgun. I already get AR here, shotgun, and some minis, which is perfect. Then you would go over this chest, right? And when you're going over to this chest, this place it drops you down to another layer down. So you would try and go around and over. And also, when you're looting this chest, it leaves you vulnerable to this person who might drop here. So just place a wall. And then you would come back here, and you would go down, and there's like a chest in the vent. Take that chest. Then it's a chest here in like this bathroom kind of thing. It's on sitting on a toilet. You break that toilet. Or like what I would do is just place a pyramid and insta break. And then come over here, there's like this chest on a dumbbell, something like I don't know what you call it, but somewhere there. And then you would disguise yourself and go down, take the henchman chest. You would sometimes get a suppressed sniper, but mostly silent scar and a silent SMG, and you get shields. And by the time I'm pretty sure you would be max shield, and there's like 4 ammo boxes right next to it. It's a porta potty, but it takes you right to the turret. So if you take any damage or you're not disguised, that would be bad. Yeah. Then you loot all this. There's 2 options. If you feel like you don't want to fight people over there, right here, you would drop down here, and there's a chest here between the trees. You just max out the wood, and there's a chest on the truck. Right, you get that. There's porta potties here if you want to camp. Right here. And then if there are no people or you want to fight them, you would go here. And I don't know why it says that the chest is over here. It's not. It's actually here. So you just break the floor when you're entering. There's a door, and right above you is a floor. Break that, and you'll instantly get the chest. And then you make it over here. It's like a hill, which gives you high ground. This high ground is very important because people from Misty are going to be rotating. The guy from Heavy Sniper House, the guy from here, right there, will be rotating. And one time, one game, I saw this guy coming up over here. And then he kind of rotated over there to get this chest. So this is like the highest point of over these 3. So this gives you a view, and also there's a chest. If this is not loaded, you would drop down. There's also a bush here to camp if you want to like wait for them to come. You drop down and then build a ramp right here, and you would pickaxe this wall. There would be a chest right there, and you go up a little bit, and then you'll be in the roof, and there'll be another chest, and then you go all the way down in like a room with a bookshelf and a toilet. There would be a chest right there. and there's some metal to farm, and then you can get this chest, and you'd make your way over to the bridge. So there's two chests. One's on this side of the wagon, and one side, which is like a really good part. You can get it. You don't have to worry about this loot falling. But if you don't want any of the loot to fall, what I would do is place a floor right here, which breaks both the chests, and nothing will fall down. Then you can come over to here, but I wouldn't recommend it because people from Lazy could come, especially if Zone's not pulling it Lazy. And you got this chest. Then this is the risky chest because it's kind of on a cliff on an edge, and if you don't build, you're gonna take fall damage like 10. But if you're willing to take that risk, you get that chest. And there's another chest right here in the bushes. So these two chests, they would be next to bushes and they would be covered. But if you're gonna drop down, that just gives you the main point of landing here is having height, good resources, and good loot. So that would basically cross out one of the main points of landing here. If you want to take the risk, again, I would not. People from Lazy could just take this. You'd be dead. Or people come here, they would have high ground on you, just spray you. You can't do nothing about that. For zones, you're pretty much fine. What I would do is, if you're really trying to play passive, like super passive, which I don't, I try to look for kills, any picks. Storm Surge for tournaments, but in regular arena games, you won't have it. Well, for every single game mode, there is Storm Surge, but if you want like an in-depth guide and stuff, I'll check out like other channels and stuff. Like It's Jerry made a video talking about Storm Surge, Ball TW, Speedy Gonzalez. Basically, if there's 70 people left before Zone 3, there's gonna be Storm Surge, and you never know when you're up or down, like above, you need to get damage. So yeah. And the hardest zone I would say to rotate to, let me just go here, is the sweaty zone that's over here near the shark. I was like try and go because you're always central. I would stay central, so wherever the zone pulls you, you would try to go in the center of that zone. So that's how you do that. You can come over here by the gnomes. There's a chest here. And if you want to fish, there's plenty of spots near agency, just leaves you open to the people there. You can come down to Weeping. Okay. Which is pretty much it for that drop spot. But I was going to talk about this other drop spot, which is more passive, but you can get into a lot of fights too. So what I saw, I think Scope, no, not Scoped. It was Wavy Jacob. Yeah, Wavy Jacob. He landed on this, I don't know what you call it. It's like a cabin kind of thing. And there's two chests here, and it would come down. You go to this place. These two chests are on the top. Come down from the brick right here. Go to this place, and there's a chest on the roof. Then you'd come here. This spot is very underrated. Oh yeah, no, not that spot. That actually that is underrated. Come here. This is chest, and then chest on the bridge. Chest here, like the same place I showed you. You have to break the roof. And this spot's very underrated. You could also drop here and do the same looting path. But there's a chest up here on like a chimney, and then you would go down. There's a chest on the bed, and then there's like the secret passage which takes you down, or you could just break through this. And there's a chest by the disco floor, like a mini disco floor. And then over here, there's like a Durburger and a tomato head skin. Not the skin, but the head, and it gives you like 300 metal, which is super good, and it's a chest too. And you have to be careful of people rotating from Holly. But that's pretty much it. And you could also go here to get like max out wood. People contest that. And then there's rainbow rentals. I remember when I used to land Rainbow Red Tools, it was like Chapter 1, Season 1, but then all these Mythic POIs came, and then, yeah, it got contested. So if you're worrying about water direction, if Zone posts Slurpee when you're here, just go to Weeping and it'll take you right to Slurpee. But if you're landing somewhere, like you land on the bridge, let's say, and Zone pulls near like Sweaty, Craggy, what you would do is, first of all, you can take boat and go. There's a boat right here. Just take and go. But that'd be kind of risky at one time. And also, it would not be a smart idea because you cause so much tension. So what you do is, the best way to think is walk by foot, but always start ahead of Zone. So this is one tip I have, is if you memorize your looting path, like right here, memorize everything, I get the chests under 20 seconds, and I have so much time to farm and go to Zone. So if you're landing near that bridge near Slurpee, just remember your looting path, and if you loot it really quickly, you'll be able to get to Zone and walk by foot, and hopefully you'll be able to survive. And the last spot I was going to talk about is right here. It doesn't work for me sometimes because I'm not used to playing near Pleasant. I'm not a Pleasant fan, support clicks and all, but like, nah. But this is a great spot also. First of all, you can get max brick right here, which is crazy good. And then, just like this henchman chest, but what I call it, there's like a henchman chest and there's a free henchman chest. Free henchman chest, you don't need a disguise, which saves so much time. It's great. But a regular henchman chest, you have to scan yourself. But one mistake I made when trying to land here, I would land on this chest, and some person would just go down and you get both guns, and you get like at least a blue gun here, and like the orangey here is so bad. So if you're getting contested, which you most definitely won't, you should land at the bottom, go through here, get those two, and then up top on this broken piece of like roof, you'll get this chest, and then there's a bush here, there's like a car, some metal. Then you make your way down here. It's a chest on top of a table in the hut. And you go to a bridge. It's a slurp truck if you're not already max. Then there's a chest right here in the truck. And then you go to the bridge. There's a chest in the house. And then making your way either to here, where you break those cars and you probably have max metal. And let's see. Fishing rods are on. Yeah. So there's a fishing rod here in this hut. And there's so many flopper spawns, so I bet if you found at least 2, you would have max floppers. It's good for the end game. Some stone here, but you're probably going to be max trees. Get this chest, just like the same chest over there. Maybe make your way to Slurpee. Not Slurpee, Salty. So, those are 3 drop spots. One over here, near Pleasant. One over here, near Agency in the mountains, near Weeping. And one over here in Weeping. And so, this is what FaZe Bizzle and Clicks use that, and Boga, they use this spot. But Wavy Jacob and I think Scope might have landed there. And that spot I was talking about, Clicks actually showed me that. Not directly, obviously, but I was watching stream and he showed me that. He landed a couple games. But no pro player has their perm drop spot like right here. Clicks lands here. So yeah. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like, and maybe if you can get like 10 likes on this, I'll make a part 3. Tell me where you guys want to check out, and if you want a VOD review, just leave it down in the comments because I would love to do a VOD review, and please tell me what player I should do. And yeah, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.